comes to the young cats running around out here, are there any? First of all, I actually just want to get your thoughts from an overall perspective before we dive into Summer League alone. Of the offseason that has been from the draft to free agency, et cetera. What have you just kind of like had your eye on?
This has been the craziest offseason I've ever seen in the NBA.
Really?
I've never seen this many stars on the move at once. I think this is an unbelievable draft. I mean, it could be one of those historic type draft classes, I believe. I think this was just a overall incredible like offseason for the NBA in general. Just with the talent on the move, the talent that's coming to the league. I think this is one. It's been one of the most exciting off seasons I've seen.
Which move moves the needle the most for the long run? Not just this year.
Where Bron goes.
I was literally about to say that.
Wherever he puts that cherry on.
Are we still waiting on his?
Yes, you know how he does it. You know
I don't
him.
agree with that though.
You don't agree with what?
That Bron, wherever Bron goes,
If Bron go to Philly, shit get
If Bron go to Philly, what?
Okay.
If Bron
go to Philly or Minnesota, which I don't think has a chance.
I don't think either one.
But Philly or Minnesota, those are the ones I'm like.
Is he gonna live in Brooklyn, New York, and drive like JJ Redick to Philly?
He might.
Yeah.
Bron?
Where would you like to see him at? We've had our predictions.
Honestly, I don't like the way he was treated in LA. Like, and you know, we in this era now that you can't really, you know, speak on his behalf or is considered.
Oh yeah, I do all the time.
Or we paid by clutch, all this goofy shit. But
you big goof.
For the most part, you know, I grew up in the era of watching Bron like create the blueprint for the next guys coming up. So I think he's a legend in this game, hands down. I don't know. We kind of getting to a point where, you know, when it comes to our legends in the game, I don't think they're going out gracefully the way they should. I mean, from Melo to how CP was handled. We kind of watching how the Lakers just kind of act like Bron ain't LeBron. Like, you know what I mean? So
AD.
Kevin Durant, like, you know, so I want to go wherever he's going to be appreciated and where he's going to get the flowers he deserves. That's where I want it. And maybe that's Cleveland, maybe that's Miami. I don't know. But I think that's more so what he's leaning towards too. I mean, it's not really much, in my opinion, for him to prove in this game anymore. I think he's solidified in his legend, but I think as of right now, it's just about giving him what he deserves.
You remind me, you were with him in LA. Mm-hmm. Which year was that?
2020.
2020. Okay. Did you sense then or feel then that he wasn't being treated right?
It was a little different then. You know, it was still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
That was the first year AD got there. Yep. Obviously, they ended up winning it, so it was a little different energy then. But just to see, you know, how it plays out. What, 6 years later, 7 years later, whatever the case may be.
It's like that year never happened.
It's like, yeah. I mean, even when we speak about, you know, the ring and shit, it's just, I don't know. It's weird. I had this discussion the other day. It's just like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all go to when the average person goes to work, you know what I'm saying? You have a sick day, whatever, bad day, whatever the case may be. Y'all went to work during the pandemic too. Those days still counted for you. Mm-hmm. So they had to play a championship in the middle of a pandemic, and it doesn't count for him. Like, so what's the damn difference? You know what I mean? I mean, y'all got paid at your job, and I know it's comparing oranges and apples, whatever the case may be. But the foundation of it is, regardless, this is something that happened that nobody had control over. So to discredit him for that, it just doesn't make sense.
One of my guys, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, they're my guy. They're on his podcast. They had my guy Alfonso, a.k.a. Carlton Banks, on the podcast, talking about how LeBron like changed it, and he gave this whole narrative about how Michael Jordan and how all the stories. Alfonso, I'm talking directly to you. You know you my guy. We had some great times, man. NSYNC charity game back in the early 2000s, fun, but I'm going to teach you some basketball. People forget that Shaq left Penny, left Orlando, and went to L.A. Oh, you're going to leave the small market to go to the big market? And then all of a sudden, then Phil Jackson magically appears. Phil Jackson jumped ship and was like, you know what? I'm going to jump over here because I see these studs. So now they win 3 championships. And so for people to say that it was chasing rings and LeBron left the original team that he was drafted, people forget that Grant Hill and T-Mac teamed up in Orlando. And if not for Doc Rivers it up, Tim Duncan would have been there. That's true.
Tim Duncan was on the way. That's a true story.
It is very true.
That's true.
Tim Duncan is like my big brother. I love him to death.
Yep.
And I remember asking him a question. He goes, once Doc Rivers literally said, hey, look, we're gonna get it done with or without you. And Tim was like, oh, excuse me. The fact that Tim Duncan, Grant Hill, and T-Mac, and if not for Grant Hill's ankle injury, Grant Hill was a top 5 player in the league when he left Detroit to go to Orlando. And T-Mac left Toronto. They were literally doing a big 3 in 2003. They were doing that. So now all of a sudden NBA fans forget, and all the people that want to be narrative driven, like LeBron ruined the NBA. It's simple. You haven't followed the history of the game. Shaq left Orlando and Penny and a finals team to come to LA because he wanted to do movies. But nobody talks about him ring chasing. He won his 3 championships in LA. So when you talk about discrediting Bron, 100%. And that's what it is. People are going to do that when people want to be negative about how he approached the game. Go back. All the stuff. We see it on social media. Go back and compare his 8 years with Shea's 8 years. Go back and compare his 8 years with Jokic's 8 years. 1 conference finals, 1 championship. Obviously, he was one of the higher vote getters for MVP, but he didn't qualify. But if you go look at the success he had during his tenure with LA.
You're talking about Bron's
Bron.
He had 2 conference finals.
No, I'm talking about MVP. But I'm saying his stretch of 8 years was on par with Shea's years. Shea's going to get a statue in OKC.
Right.
It's on par with Jokic. But somehow in LA, people are like, they glad that he's gone. Did you all forget what it looked like before he got there?
It was boo-boo.
It was
horrible.
boo-boo.
Yeah.
And so that's, to me, when I start to see all these people, especially
y'all
Lakers,
starting
especially
center with
Lakers and
Robert
LA
Sacre.
people.
Yeah.
God rest Kobe's soul. God rest Kobe's soul. A lot of people did, like, on the heels of Kobe's passing and LeBron they did not want that spotlight shared in LA.
Right.
And there are Laker fans and then there's Kobe fans.
Right.
There's LeBron fans and then there's Laker fans. And that's where the clash, in my opinion. The Kobe fans wanted nothing to do with Bron being in LA wearing that purple and gold because Kobe was their guy. Laker fans were like, hey, but people were miserable the whole time because there was a comparison to Kobe. And that part, they missed out on so much good basketball. Right. And the dude he literally kept the all-time leading scorer title in LA. Kareem, that was one of the Lakers' big things. Kept it in LA. And blah, 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 blah. It's been sad to watch, and I'm glad he's fucking gone. And I promise you, LA, y'all are in for an interesting 5 fucking years.
The NBA season might be over, but we're not going anywhere. We got the draft, summer league, and free agency. We stay locked in all year round, and Fanatics Sportsbook is right there with us. The thing about Fan Cash, it doesn't take an off season either. You earn up to 10% Fan Cash back on every bet you place, win or lose. And unlike points that expire, Fan Cash is the true currency of sport. Spend it on a profit boost, official team gear, collectibles, or just stack it for the season ahead. All on Fanatics.com in the Fanatics Sportsbook app. We've also got a special event coming up. This summer with Fanatics, the off-season slate is stacked. Make sure you're locked in with Road Trippin' and Fanatics Sportsbook. Fanatics Sportsbook, winning hits different here.
What does Luka honestly have to do?
This ain't even about Luka.
I understand, but it is now because Luka, brother, that's what you got to work with. And guess what? Utah's going to get better. Minnesota's better.
Utah a sleeper.
Utah had to tank because they were winning too much. They said, oh, hold up now. Hey, you, come on. No. That's too
Utah
good.
Sleeper. Yeah,
Sleeper.
Sure.
Hey, OKC's going to come back. Now they got 3 gigantos. Then you got Minnesota. Then you got San Antonio. Houston's come back with Fred VanVleet. I think Phoenix will be a good team. I think I don't 50-50 on the Clippers. No offense to the Kings.
Are you going to go down the whole fucking roster, bro?
But what I'm saying is the Lakers, what does Luka have to do to get respect in LA? Because is he going to get the same treatment as Bron?
Nah, it is different, bro. Nah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
what is his treatment going to be like? Oh, well,
they love Luka right now.
Why?
I mean, one thing that I witnessed, and obviously, like Luka's on a way another level than these guys. But I was in LA, and I was there with Kyle Kuzma, I was there with KCP, and one thing I did realize is if you have a bad stretch, they turn on you quick. So, and like I said, I'm not comparing Luka to these guys, but. And I don't think he'll ever have a bad stretch as far as numbers-wise or anything like that. I think he's just a natural-born scorer. But as far as delivering the ultimate prize, which is
Yeah.
championships in LA. That that's their
Western
standard.
Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's their standard, which is deservedly so. I just feel like if he does come short, I think we're gonna see another side of that fan base. Like I said, I've seen it before, and this was a year they won a championship, and I watched some shit on Kyle Kuzma. I watched some shit on KCP. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Those fan bases.
I remember when Drummond went there and had a bad stretch. Like it was like